Like, Vitor Belfort is calling out CM Punk. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. You just can't. He has one more fight left on his contract, and he's like, let's call out CM Punk. Let's just do that. Why not? You know, used to be a badass. Used to be poking myself with steroids. And, fuck it. Let's call out a guy who's 0-1, who's in the WWE, came to the UFC, gets strangled out. Let's call him out. Why not, right? Why the fuck not? Fuck it. CM Punk. Yeah. That's a little weird. Not sure what you were thinking there, Vitor. Not sure at all. But it is what it is. And he calls out CM fucking Punk. What do you guys think about that, friends, family, on this beautiful St. Paddy's Day? It's sunny over here in New York. And I'm driving to my folks' house. I'm going to see my friends, well, my nephews, and my grandparents. Not my grandparents, their grandparents. St. Paddy's Day style. That's right. As I drive in traffic, and I talk to you guys, the MMA-holes. That's what we do. That's what we say. So I'm sipping on my Starbucks, like a sexy white male with a beard. And that's what's going down right now. Vitor Belfort versus CM Punk. I can't seem to wrap my head around that. It just doesn't seem, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sexy sense. Why? I mean, maybe he wants an easy win. His deflated dad bod, steroidless body. Maybe he wants an easy win. I don't know, but it just it doesn't make any sense. It seems like a disaster. The only thing I could think of is Vitor's like, let's just get that payday, because if you know CM Punk gets back in the cage, idiots are gonna want to see it, and there's gonna be money to be made. Maybe that's what he's thinking. I don't know, but I think it kind of blows. Jacob's here. What's up, my friend? I like Vitor. Said no Brazilian for my last fight. Did not think he was hitting at CM Punk. No, I didn't think so either. Brad Snow, what's up? What's up, Brad? Vitor really wants to go out with a win. Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. It is insane. This provoked me to go online and talk about it with you guys. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, like I said before, maybe it's because Vitor just wants to get that quick payday, a last-minute W, and bow out, but it's a little ridiculous, no? Don't you think it's a little ridiculous? I mean, the whole thing just sounds idiotic. Out of all people, you call out CM Punk? You should just, I would have had a lot more respect if Vitor was like, hey, I want to get paid, so let me fight this clown, get an easy W, and get the hell out of here. If he said shit like that, I'd be down. But he's just like, yeah, I just want to fight CM Punk. Fucking ridiculous. Thomas T, what's up, my friend? Matt Salisbury's here too. Might as well ask for a fight with me. This is Jacob. Yeah, apparently this is what I'm reading. This is what I'm seeing all over the interwebs. That he did. He asked for CM Punk. I mean, think about it. He's gonna get money for it. I mean, he's gonna get a nice chunk of change to do something like this, because it's gonna be another circus. But it's just, I feel, as a respectful MMA fighter, at a guy that's like a Brazilian legend, even though he did all the steroids and all that bullshit in Brazil, he's still the man. Why would you call out a guy like CM Punk? It just doesn't, I don't know. It kind of squirts water on the fire a little bit, Who else we got here? Thomas T. Vision This is here. Vitor wants that check before, yep, that's right. That's correct, Vision. That is correct. So right now, let me recap, you guys. It is St. Paddy's Day. Happy St. Paddy's Day to all. I hope everyone is wonderful, wonderful. I hope everyone is drinking responsibly and not getting behind the wheel as they drink. Drink your coffee behind the wheel, not green beer. Don't do that. But I encourage you guys to drink and get crunk. I'm getting crunk today. I used to go into the city, New York City, and have a little fun, have some friends. Actually, Diaper John's in the city. I hope Diaper John's having a wonderful, wonderful time over there. But I'm going to my parents' house. That's how crazy my day is going to be. I'm going to see my nephews, and maybe I'll sip on some whiskey in honor of the green, white, and orange. What are you guys doing this St. Paddy's Day? Besides talking about Vitor Belfort and CM Punk. We are live from the Sonata right now, and a cheers to you guys for joining me. I seen your long chat just a while ago. My long chat. What are we talking about in there, Salisbury? My long chat. All my chats are long and sexy and swole. That's how it works. That's how it works, friends. Thomas T says, Vitor just... Oh, shit. It's tough for me to read this shit because I got to glare, drive. And, I'm trying to multitask here. I'm trying to drive. I'm trying to read a chat. Hopefully I get pulled over and the cop says, hey, what are you doing? Are you drinking and driving? I'm like, no. I'm fucking streaming and driving. So you got to watch out for all the crazies. The funny part is, on the way out to my folks' house, I noticed cars pulled over with people in green shirts, probably not capable of driving right now, probably shouldn't be driving right now. So be aware, be safe. Watch the road, Chris. Tim F, that's why I got my fucking douchebag sunglasses on. It makes me see everything. And it's wonderful, wonderful. Mickey Gall was a little cringy. Yes, Thomas T. You guys see that press conference? That press conference was ridiculous. It was just a mess. And Mickey Gall stole the show with his cringe. Mickey Gall proved that he has about a combined 3 brain cells. He really isn't the swiftest. That's fine. It's fine. He's a fighter. We don't expect him to be a brain surgeon. Just cut down on the cringe. A little bit. Just a little bit. So it's a nice sunny day in New York right now. I see the chat, it's flowing and going. Tomorrow is going to be a Fight Buddies. Fight Buddies is happening. Fight Buddies is going live. And it's 5 p.m. Eastern time. But I'm going to come on a little bit earlier because I want to hang out with you guys to watch the Duffy fight. Did you guys see the weigh-ins? The weigh-ins was pretty interesting. I got to say, I was talking to my friend Minion McGrognan. Shout out to Minion McGrognan on Twitter. And he's on YouTube as well. Shout out to him. He's from the UK. And he was saying, don't sleep on this card. These guys are hungry. They want the exposure. And this is their stage. And he makes a good point there. So check out this fight card. It's nothing to be like, oh my God, I can't freaking wait for this fight card. But these are the cards you look out for. These are the fun, hungry, make a name for themselves. And the Fight Buddies will be in their scotch and hanging out with you guys. This is the most realistic green screen ever. Yeah, actually, the funny part is I'm in the bricks right now. It's just a green screen up. This is all fake. This is all fake behind me. All fake. All right, I want to see Vitor versus Luke Thomas. As a matter of fact, says Jacob. Yeah, put Luke Thomas in there with that Fugazi beard and have Vitor. You know what? That would probably be a close fight. Luke Thomas, Vitor. It'd be a pretty even match. That I see that. The thing I want to touch about is Dana White. Did you guys see him on Conan? Now changing his song and dance. Now he's like, oh, the McGregor-Mayweather fight is happening. Shocker. Dana White was lying the first time around. Shocker. Dana White says something, and he turns, he goes back on it. Very big shocker. A lot of people told me, Chris, you're wrong. This fight's never going to happen. Dana White said it's not going to happen. How many fucking times did Dana White say something, and he was full of shit? Dana White was full of shit again. He went back on his word. And now he's saying it's too much money to be made. It will happen. So McGregor Mayweather, as much as you do or don't want to hear about it, it's gonna happen. Are you really driving, you dumb cuck? Easy says. Yes, I am. I am reading and driving. Yes, that's what I'm doing. But I'm kind of stuck in traffic over here in the New York Belt Parkway, driving to my parents' house. Uncle Dana never lies. So yes, I'm drinking my Starbucks coffee like a fine young white boy with a red beard. That's right, it's wonderful, wonderful. I have my green Irish shirt on. I hope all of you guys are wearing green. There it is, my shamrock is sexy and swole. I want to know your thoughts on GSP fight. What's the difference? Hold on, different, it's fucking driving and talking. Roots, GSP takes Do you think he will try to fight Silva and create a super historic fight? Matt Salisbury, GSP will be fighting Bisping. I don't think GSP will get past Bisping. I don't see that happening. I think GSP will lose. I don't think he's going to retire if he loses. I think he's going to drop back down where he belongs. And I'm not opposed to seeing GSP versus Anderson Silva now. I know we were all foaming at the mouth for this fight, but if GSP does lose to Bisping, which I think is going to happen, he's kind of going to be knocked off that pedestal a little bit, and it might be a little bit of juice for it. It's not the same old Anderson, and I don't think we're going to see the same old GSP, so I think that fight looks like it could happen. I really do, as Anderson tries to fight out his contract. Dana's dog does not answer to him anymore, says Thomas. No, that's true. Dana's dog is bald, too, as well. No long questions for Chris. Safety, that's right. Keep them short and sweet. I have to deal with driving and the glare. There's a glare coming in from... Where is it? Somewhere over here. But I tell you what, this shit would go viral if I fucking wrapped this car around a pole. Just saying. Just saying. I got a lot of airbags, so... Alright, knock on wood. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. So that's that. But, yeah. Vitor kind of sparked me up. I don't know if he's just trying to get his name out there, trying to, you know, ruffle some feathers with this whole CM Punk thing. If I was CM Punk, you know, how funny would this be? And I know this would never happen, because, I mean, you got to think Vitor's just going to run over freaking CM Punk. I mean, if that fight ever happened, which is the most ridiculous fight ever, you think Vitor would just literally run him over. But, how funny would this be? I keep on saying would this be? If CM Punk beats Vitor, a non-steroided Vitor, it'd be the funniest fucking thing ever. Not saying it's going to happen, and I would pretty much bet everything that I own that it will never happen. Vitor would run him over, but how funny would it be if CM Punk actually got the win? That would be seriously, that would be one of the funniest days of my life. I would sit there and chuckle for a week straight watching that, because Vitor is exposed. Without the steroids, Vitor is a bum. He is a bum. Vitor sucks without them steroids. Not only does he visually look like shit, but man, oh man, I don't give a fuck. He's like, oh, I'm older. You know, I'm older and I have my dad bod now and this and that. It's because of my age. It's not because of your age. As soon as you got off the junk, you look like complete dog shit. So, yeah, that would be funny. I'm praying for good odds on that fight. Right? Why wouldn't you take fucking CM Punk just for the hell of it? You know? You gotta think it's gonna be so lopsided. It would just be fun to root for the guy. Like, that would be the one fight I would be like, alright, CM Punk, get your head out of your ass. Try something to win this fight. Chatting without a helmet is dangerous. That's true, especially on the MMA-HOLEs. It is dangerous. It is very, very dangerous. So these are one of my intimate streams when I go live from my phone. The YouTube app doesn't do it. I'm doing it through a third party right now. So there's no tags, there's nothing. So basically, only a couple of my subscribers can really see what's going on. So it's good to see you guys here hanging out with me, keeping me company as I drive to my parents' house. Now, my question is this. What are you guys doing right now on St. Paddy's Day? Are you guys going out? You getting drunk? You don't give a fook? Let me know. Brazil would be burning. Hold on. I can't see. Is that refugees? If Vitor? If that happened? Oh, God. I'm telling you right now, Brazil definitely would fucking lose their shit if CM Punk beats Belfort. Oh, God. That would be so great. That would be so great. Vitor went natty for Jesus. Says Tim F. Man, oh, man. I don't understand. I don't get it, man. We've seen guys come off the steroids. Like, for instance, Johnny Hendricks never got caught. But it's pretty obvious that the dude was on something. It was different with Johnny Hendricks. It's pretty obvious. I don't like to jump to conclusions, but that's a conclusion I'd like to jump to. But he switched it up. He's finding ways to win. So it's not a total, you know, buzzkill. But when it comes to a guy like Belfort, it's like, dude, I mean, it is night and day with you. Night and day. I was never a huge Vitor guy anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. But I would love to see I would love to see his last fight him lose. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful, wonderful, for sure. So yeah, Fight Buddies tomorrow night, or tomorrow day. It's going to be good. Are you guys going to be watching the Fight Buddies? I need you to let me know if you're going to be watching the Fight Buddies, and how are you going to be watching the Fight Buddies? You're going to be watching on the Fight Pass, or are you going to be relying on Jesus Christ links? That's what I need to know. That's what I want to know, and that's what I have to know. GSP called it way before the USADA. Yeah, GSP's been complaining about this shit forever, and it was one of the reasons why he retired. When Johnny Hendricks mushed his face, and Johnny Hendricks, I think, won that fight. And GSP's like, I am not going to fight anymore. That's like a Kermit / GSP impersonation. But yeah, GSP bowed out. And I guess, yeah, the whole USADA thing cracked, went into play, and GSP is like, okay, let's try it again. Let's give it another crack. So he's back. All right. 11 Ramon says, watching on Fight Pass. I will be watching on Fight Pass as well. I'm going to be doing my trickery, where I insert a new Gmail address and get another 7-day free trial. That's how I do it. That's how it works. Fight Pass is actually kind of cool. I'm not opposed. I don't like to pay for things. I'm a cheap fuck. I'm not opposed to paying for Fight Pass. I feel, state troopers, little do they know I'm talking to the world right now. I'm not opposed to paying for Fight Pass. I think it's actually one of the better paid for things. I just wished, like streaming services, I just kind of wish that I know they give a discount on pay-per-views, but I wish they threw you pay-per-views. I wish they included the pay-per-views part of the deal. Like, your monthly bill goes towards, you get those pay-per-views, you know? I would pay a couple extra bucks if you could get the pay-per-view as well. I kind of wish that was in play, you know? But I guess so many people are still buying them pay-per-views that they could do it two separate ways. I feel like they're double dipping, you know? So, all right, Fight Pass is worthwhile, says Jacob. Yeah, it is. It is. Fight Pass, because not only do you have the UFC stuff, as I stroke my beard, but you have a lot of other stuff. You have the Cage Warriors, and you have a lot of these other events that you can watch in HD all around the world. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I like to sit there on an odd night and watch either some of the older fights or some of these low-key events held around the world. It's kind of cool watching an event in Russia, you know? It's pretty awesome. These Russians, there's killers coming out of Russia, man. I like watching these Russian events. I don't know what the hell they're saying, but I like watching these events because there's guys that are imitating Conor McGregor in Russia. You know, like, there's just guys that are coming out of there that are just nasty fighters, you know, and it's cool to see them come from these other organizations, and then next thing you know, they're in the UFC, they're in Bellator. Quick story real quick. Quick. There's a gentleman that was fighting on the Premier FC card, the guy that was the main event. This is a cool one, guys. Listen to this shit. Check him out. If you go to my Instagram, the MMA-HOLES, check him out there. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm not going to say the name. You must go back to the video. But the guy that was the main event, who won the main event fight, and I joked around, I made a joke about his hair staying in place as he won. Long story short, his next fight is in Bellator. Bellator locked him up for a fight in April. So that's what's cool about this shit. Premier FC, we go down there, I'm in the cage, doing the interviews, and then boom, Bellator calls him up and is like, yo, we want you. So my man is fighting in Bellator. I'm not saying his name. You have to go to either a previous video to check it out, Premier FC video, check out my Instagram. I threw a picture of me interviewing him. We're both chuckling and laughing together. But big props, my man, big props. We'll try to get him on the show next week and talk about that. I mean, how cool is that? You fight in Premier FC, they put a little medal around your neck, and then the next thing you know, you're fighting in Bellator. I think that's some sick shit. Now, Justin Sumter's fought in Bellator. Sarah Payne, that was on the card, fought in Bellator. So, you know, you could get a call from Bellator. Even the UFC, you could get a call from there. You never know with these young kids. That's why I like to watch Fight Pass. These young kids fighting, they get sucked up, they get sucked in, and it's some cool stuff. There's a cop right over there that I just passed. Little does he know that we're doing this shit live. CM Punk should fight in Premier. You know, not for nothing, that's a good idea. Throw him in Premier. Get his feet wet over there, fight with those guys. Put CM Punk against William the Nightmare Knight. Have the Nightmare roll him over a million times. Nightmare's fighting this, he's doing a wrestling tournament this weekend. I'd love to talk to him about that as well. But yeah, imagine CM Punk at Premier FC. And I'll put a microphone in his face. That would be cool. Okay, Shevchenko is a fucking killer. And yes, that is one killer right there. Olympia, for sure. I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on these Russians, these Ruskies. You know, I started noticing them more in Bellator. I started noticing them like a little back when Bellator was just a little baby. They had these Russian kids in there, and they were fucking tough. They were tough. In boxing, I used to always say, never bet against a Mexican fighter. Those Mexican fighters, they could fucking fight. In the UFC, when I first started watching, I used to say, never bet against a Brazilian. The Brazilians can fucking fight. And now I'm saying, never bet against a Russian, because these Russians are starting to take charge. They are tough as fucking nails. Unless you're a fucking Khabib and you eat too many donuts. That's a different story. That's a different story. So anyway, enough of that. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys are going to be there and be sexy. I'll bring the scotch. I'll bring the beard. You guys bring the views, the comments, and the likes. Swole up that tip jar. I can't wait to hang out with you guys tomorrow. I'm probably going to go on 4:30 Eastern time. I'll schedule it a little earlier. Smack that bell so you could get the notification. Stay subscribed. Stay sexy. And always remember, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole. Fook! Wonderful, wonderful.